ever struggled with turning licks into real solos? You know, starting and stopping them in just the right way, on just the right note, in just the right place in the music? Then this program is for you, because we're going to put a total end to that kind of thing. How? By gluing ourselves to the music. By strumming our solos, you connect yourself so deeply, so intimately with what is going on in the background, and you transition from being a rhythm player to being a solo player in just the right way that will keep you anchored in the music. Have you ever had the unique experience of playing a solo and you're really, hitting off and it's really going good, and suddenly you realize that it's over because the singer starts singing again and you didn't realize that you're at the end because you didn't keep track, right? And how am I going to keep track when I'm busy soloing? But that should be an automated process within you. That structure when you solo, you know exactly where you are, and everything is played in a context of structure. You have a beginning and an ending and a middle, right? And if you don't have connection to that, this program is for you, because we're going to take the skills that you already have as a rhythm guitarist, right? You can play a song, it's got 4 chords, and you're never in doubt as to when you play the first chord again, right? When you come full circle. That's what we need to be able to do when we solo. So we take those rhythm skills, turn them into soloing skills, and bam, you always know where you are, and you have a total sense of structure without even thinking about it, so you can just relax and play. Have you ever had a hard time coming up with lines and licks and melodies on the spot as you solo? Then this program is for you, because what we're going to do is we're going to take that strumming action and the ability to strum your solos and boil it down to just one string. And once you have the same mindset on one string, just picking away using muted strokes and slides and bends and everything else we got on this instrument, then suddenly it becomes such a playful experience to create single note lines as well. Even though it doesn't look like strumming, it's the same thing you do. And you can hear it right now in what I'm playing in the background. One of the most common problems that people have is that they tend to run out of ideas or licks when they solo. But that's because they focus on the notes, right? We try to learn as many combinations of notes as we can, / licks, and then we try to remember as many of them as we can when we solo, which is pretty hard. In this program, we take the opposite approach and the most effective approach. We start with the strumming patterns and we strum our solos, and that rhythmical approach will enable you to take 3 or 4 notes, the same freaking notes, and turn them into 16 bars of total variety and excitement. I promise you, once you start looking at soloing in this way and building the skills of it, then you will never ever run out of licks or ideas again. That doesn't exist, you just play. So, how are we going to do this? How are we going to get our hands on all this good stuff? Well, first of all, I'm going to teach you my muting techniques, and that's basically a matter of being able to strum all 6 strings, but have only 2 or 1 string ring out when you solo. And I'm going to give you a couple of simple exercises that you can do over and over and over again that will just bring you all the way to mastery when it comes to strumming and muting and mastering these techniques. Then secondly, we're going to go into the rhythm of things. How do you master these rhythms? Or how do you master rhythm on a larger scale? And I'm going to give you 2 simple exercises again that if you're willing to do them, then I promise you, you will be able to play all these rhythms. But that's not enough. That's exercises. That's insights on how to learn in the fastest way possible. But then we need to put it into action, and that's what we do in the third section, where I have lick after lick lined up for you. And those licks are not just random combination of notes. It's 1 bar at a time that can, it bites itself in the end. So every lick whatever it is. That's kind of funky, right? But, it bites itself in the end, so you can play it over and over and over again like a meditation. And once you master it, you can take your rhythm skills and your muting skills and you can start changing it. And then you don't have to learn all the licks. We just line them up from you, from the simple to the complex, from multiple string strumming to one string strumming, so you can pick and choose whatever you like the most, or you can pick and choose on the basis of how good you are already at it, right? But then you can take these licks, you only need to learn a couple of them, and already once you get to the level where you can actually mold and shape them and change the rhythm of them, your whole soloing is going to change in the most miraculous way. And I say that in no uncertain ways or in any, sales hype. That's what it did for me. I just realized suddenly that this is the key, right? Being able to do this will just open up my soloing because it will make me feel certain when I solo. It will give me that total, knowledge that I can make it happen with very few tools because I mastered this technique. So, go check out the program, whatever we got down there, and then I really hope to see you on the other side so we can handle this area and start creating all the magic that everybody wants to create when we solo.